Okay, here's question 20 on the foundation non-calculator paper. Let's read the question first. Paula wants to find out how much money people spend buying CDs. So money people spend buying CDs. She uses this question on a questionnaire. How much money do you spend buying CDs? 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 70 or more. Write down things wrong with this questionnaire. Write down 2 things wrong with this questionnaire. Okay, this is a pretty standard question, which if you've been doing your revision, you should know the answers. The answers are pretty standard. The first reason, and it's almost always a reason, there is no time frame in the question. So there's no time frame. For example, they didn't say in the question, how much money do you spend buying CDs in a week or in a month or in a year? So there needs to be a time frame there. So there's no time frame in the question. And the other thing is there's overlapping intervals between the boxes. So I'm just going to write overlapping intervals. And what I mean by that is, if somebody said, I spend £30 buying CDs, well, that box there includes 30, 10 to 30, and so does that box there. That includes 10 to 30, 30 to 50. So you could tick both of those boxes for 30. And similarly, for £50, you could tick both of those there. So they're overlapping intervals. Other reasons you could give as well is, there's no box for less than 10. There's no box for less than 10, right? So you should have a box maybe saying 0 to 10 or something of that sort, right? So you need to indicate that as well. So there are at least 3 reasons that you could give in this particular case. Going on to part B. Paula asks 100 people in a CD store to do her questionnaire. So Paula asks 100 people in a CD store to do her questionnaire. Her sample is biased. That means it's unfair in a way, right? Explain why. Well, she's asking 100 people in a CD store, how much money do you spend buying CDs? It's unfair because the people in a CD store are there because they want to buy CDs. And so they would be spending money buying CDs. Whereas if she asked someone in a different circumstance, right, or in a different area, they may well say, no, I don't spend any money buying CDs. Whereas all of these people do spend money buying CDs. So that's what you need to explain in your answer. And so the ideal answer could be, people in a CD store are more likely to spend money on CDs. Yeah? And that's why it's biased. People in a CD store are more likely to spend money on CDs than asking people outside a CD store or outside of that environment. It's just using a bit of common sense here, but communicating it effectively and writing down a clear answer. This question is worth 3 marks, and it's easy to actually accumulate the full marks, to get the full marks for this, because it's quite a standard question. Okay, make sure you look at this again, make sure you fully understand it, make sure you can get full marks in a question of this type.